Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you're new here, my name is Holly. I make food and fitness content, and if you're not new here, welcome back to the YouTube channel. So for this week's video, I'm going to be showing you what a week of workouts looks like for me when I'm currently 8 weeks out from my second ever marathon. So in 8 weeks, I'm going to be running the New York City Marathon, and I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing in the week, run-wise and gym-wise, to prepare me for that. I do have other goals outside of the marathon at the moment. Basically, I'm trying to grow a bit of muscle, and I know a lot of people seem to think that you can't run and gain muscle at the same time, but you definitely can, and I'm going to be showing you everything I'm doing this week and every step that I'm currently taking to do that. Throughout the kind of workouts, I'll talk to you guys about what I'm eating as well to kind of enable that growth alongside the volume of running I'm doing. But first thing I want to show you, because it is currently Sunday evening before the week starts, is how I'm going to be planning out my exercise. I am doing a high volume of workouts at the moment, and the runs that I'm doing are long runs. These need pre-planning, and that leads me on to one thing that I'm going to say that you need to be doing, either if you're running a marathon or if you're running a half marathon, or if you just want to be following a really good structured training plan. You need to be planning your exercise in before the week even starts around your social occasions. You need to be prioritizing your exercise, and if you don't want to sacrifice your social life in order to do that, you need to plan everything in on a Sunday so you can actually do everything you want to do, and definitely not miss any sessions, especially if you're training for a marathon. You cannot afford to miss your long runs, and long runs can sometimes be 3.5 hours, so you need to be scheduling those in to make sure that you have time to do them. So this is literally what I do every single Sunday. I'm currently doing 3 weight training sessions and 3 run sessions a week. So I'm going to take my lovely little whiteboard that I have here and basically plan in all my sessions around my social occasions for the week. So I know on Monday is going to be my first gym day of the week. Then Tuesday we're going to be doing our first run together, and we're going to make that a tempo training Tuesday. Then Wednesday we're going to hit the gym. Thursday we're going to be doing our 10k of the week. And then Friday, I know I always have my PT session in the mornings, and that will be a glute/leg focus session. Then Saturday we're going to have a big fat rest day, and that is going to lead us on to Sunday when we have a very exciting half marathon race planned in. Now I know I've got everything down, I just feel a lot better heading into the week. I know I've got my structure, I know I've got my plan set out, and all I need to do is follow that, and I'm on the road to completing the New York City Marathon. So I'll check in with you guys tomorrow for our first gym session of the week. Good morning guys, welcome to workout day 1 of the week. It's currently Monday morning. It is bright and early because currently looking after the dogs. I had to wake up, take the dog for a walk before I head out to the gym, but today is our first full body session of the week. I have spoken about this before, but I feel like full body sessions have been like game changing for me, especially with the amount of running that I'm doing. I just feel like it really helps my legs feel less fatigued in the week. It kind of like spreads out the DOMs rather than just like focusing on one area early in the week. So my legs just feel a little bit fresher when I'm going out on my midweek runs, but I'm not going to talk at you too much. One thing I will say is hopefully by the end of the week, we will have a microphone. We'll be doing some mic'd up sessions. Not that I have any authority or real like information to pass on through these sessions. I just thought I can talk you through what I'm doing a little bit easier. However, the mics were attempted to be delivered yesterday, and it was Amazon, but they needed a signature. So that was a little bit frustrating, but I'm going to do a voiceover for this section instead, and then we'll be doing hopefully mic'd up later in the week if my mics get delivered today or tomorrow, but at this rate, who knows. Okay, let's just jump straight into it. So we're going to be starting with a warm-up, because you should be warming up before every weighted session. I know nobody enjoys them, but we do need to be warming up. So we're going to start with 10 good mornings. Just use the barbell for these. They do not need to be heavy. And then once you're done with these, we're going to go into single leg glute bridges. You're going to be doing 10 on each side, not 10 altogether, 10 on each side. You need this set up in a minute anyway, so get it done before you even start warming up. And then we're going to finish our warm up with 10 bodyweight squats. You need to repeat all of those exercises 3 times. Now we're going into the main lift of the workout. We're going to be doing some CAS glute bridges. If you don't know what CAS glute bridges are, don't worry, you are about to find out. So a CAS glute bridge is essentially a hip thrust, but we're doing a shortened range of movement. So if you notice, I'm almost doing a pulse rather than a full hip thrust here. This is just going to keep the tension in your glutes, and these are amazing for glute growth. We're going to be doing 4 sets of these. The first 2 sets are 12 reps, and then the second 2 sets are 10 reps, same weight all the way through. Now we're going on to our first superset of the workout. So we're going to be doing some weighted good mornings. These are the exact same ones that we did in the warm-up, but add some weight on. I did actually end up going too heavy when I first started these, but had to leave my ego at the door, so we went around 30 kgs. You really want to focus all that tension in your glutes and drive through them to pull back up. You want to aim for 10 to 12 reps here. Then, like I said, it's a superset. We're going to go straight into dumbbell squats, and we're going to be doing 16 of these. So we're going to be repeating that superset 3 times. Then we're going to move over to chin-ups. If you need to do these assisted, like I did, that is absolutely fine. We're going to be doing 5 sets here, which does seem like a lot of sets, but we're going to lower the reps down, and we're only going to do 4 to 6 reps per set. Now we're going to be doing our final exercises of the workout. We do have another superset here, so bear with me through this one. We're going to be starting with split squats. You want to be doing 8 reps per leg here. Push as much as possible. You want these to hurt. They need to be heavy. Then, like I said, this is another superset, so we're going to be supersetting these with shoulder press. Just pop that bench up, grab some weights, and go into 10 reps on shoulder press. With the split squats and the shoulder press, these need to be heavy. You just need to push. This is the last thing we're doing in this workout, so use every ounce of energy that you have. Right, that is full body day 1 of the week done. Oh my god, I was absolutely dying on those split squats, but good session ticked off. We have got good mornings in the session, and I'm not really used to doing them, so it felt a bit strange. I tried to go way too heavy at first, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to see that. My back is actually going to snap in half. But first session of the week done, and I will see you guys tomorrow for, I think, tomorrow's a run. Yes, it's tempo training Tuesday tomorrow, so it is a run day, so I'll see you tomorrow for a run day. Good morning, guys. So I have actually told you a bit of a fib. I've been a bit of a liar this week. I am not doing a tempo training Tuesday. I didn't really look at my plan properly when I was planning in my week. We actually just have a 7-kilometer easy pace run today, so it's actually a really good thing that this has fallen on this week, so I think it's a really good point to talk about. I'm actually currently doing a bit of a deload week. So if you don't know what a deload is, it's basically where you lower the volume of your training, and I never knew this applied to running, specifically when you're following like a running plan, whether you're training for a half marathon or whether you're training for a marathon. I only really thought it applied to weightlifting, but there are so many benefits from a deload week, mentally and physically, and when you're following a training plan that is 16 weeks long, you cannot be go, new distance every single week, pushing a PB every single week, because you are going to burn out. Sometimes you just need to take a little bit of a step back on some of the weeks and actually do some lighter runs, some easier runs, some slower pace runs, and just basically rejuvenate. Like, this is like a recharge week essentially. So running wise, my plan for the week is 7 kilometers today. We've got a 10 kilometer later in the week, and I'm supposed to be doing a 17. However, I am going to be ending up doing a 22 because I have my pre-planned in half marathon, but it is still a much lower volume than I was previously doing. So long run wise, the week before last I did a 26 kilometer, the week before that I did 24, and honestly I feel like I need a bit of a step back this week. If I was going into this week having to take off a 28 kilometer, I think I'd just be dreading it a bit because I've just been really pushing for those longer runs. So these weeks are so beneficial and so needed, and I never knew that they existed within like marathon training. So it's a good one to have on the YouTube channel, so you know that if you are training for a marathon, you need to account for weeks where you can pull it back in a little bit, recharge, rejuvenate, and just not put as much stress on your body, so you can go into the next week and push for a new distance and just feel a bit fresher when you go into it. It is scorching in the UK at the moment. We're currently in a little bit of a heat wave, and I was very ready to go and buy pumpkins and candles from TK Maxx this week. However, the weather just is telling me that that is just inappropriate basically. But I'm gonna stop jabbering on, I'm gonna do some stretching, and then we'll head off for the run.
Stay till the morning, tell me you want it. You know I go on and on, cause you're too important. I'm honest, too honest.
I'm gonna try and hold my camera as like steady as possible, because I feel like in my last few vlogs I felt like it's going like that, and I'm really trying to not give you guys like motion sickness while I'm running. But we're nearly at 2 kilometers now, feeling so nice. Like right now, all I'm itching to do is go faster and go further, and that's exactly how you should be feeling on a deload week. But it's really important to maintain your slow steady pace, stick to your lower distances. So I'm hitting around 6 minutes 25 average pace. I feel like it's like a 2/3 effort level for me, so I don't feel like out of breath. It's very conversational. But a really big tip, if you're really struggling to go slow, I always envision somebody's literally behind me with a big resistance band around my waist, and they're physically pulling me back, so I'm running against a resistance, and that always really helps. But yeah, got a few more kilometres to go. I feel like these aren't the most interesting runs to report on, but hopefully that tip helps. And I'll check in like a few kilometres. This run is really giving me like all of the LA feels. I think number one, the weather, like, can we just, what is going on? It's September in the UK, it's crazy. But also I'm listening to Rufus de Soul, who was somebody I started listening to in LA, and I got so hooked on their music. And there was one run that I did, it was like a 30 kilometre, it was long. And on this 30 kilometre run, I ran out of data. Definitely got a seal right now. I ran out of data, so obviously my phone was going to stop downloading any music from Spotify. I kid you not, for about an hour of this run, I listened to Sundream by Rufus de Soul on repeat because it was the happiest song my phone had on it. It honestly felt like I was trapped in some form of simulation, but yeah, literally being on the phone listening to him now with like the sun like this and the heat like this, literally feels like I'm back in LA, but then you do kind of look around and realize, no, I'm in Salford.
I'll keep you from hurting, baby, I'll always be here, even in 100 years, I want you still. Cause I want you still.
So that is run one of the week done. 7 kilometers, tick. 44 minutes, 20 seconds, average pace of 6 minutes, 19 seconds per kilometer, which is actually really good for me. Normally my slow pace is a bit quicker because I can't actually settle into a slow pace, but with that I was like, I'm just gonna actually enjoy this and like enjoy not pushing myself, because I feel like on my runs recently I've really had to push. And then towards the end of it I was like, oh, I could like go a bit faster, I could go a bit further, but that is, like I said, exactly how you want to be feeling. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off here. Tomorrow is Wednesday and we're gonna hit our second full body session of the week in the gym. Right, hi guys. I need to sort my hair out first. Oh God, guys, today has really been, it's not even been like one of those days in like a bad way. It's just like suddenly accumulated into one of those days. First of all, I had my eyebrows done today, so they are looking bold. I have such a big under the skin spot that like this whole portion of my face right now is swollen and actually hurts. I think waxing on top of it really didn't help the situation. It is currently 7 p.m. I know what you're thinking. Holly, we were supposed to see you at 7 a.m. for a gym session. You're correct, you were. But let this be a teachable moment for all of us. My little brain was like, oh, I'll just go to the gym in the afternoon. Why don't I just walk the dog, do some work, get the gym in later in the day? Seemed like a brilliant idea at the time. Got stuck in horrendous traffic from my eyebrow appointment. Got home around the time of rush hour traffic, thought I'm not gonna put myself through that, I'm not gonna drive through that, I'll do my run today. I'll do my run when it gets cool. Should get cool around 7 p.m. No, it's 7 p.m. and it's still 26 degrees. And we have 10 kilometers to run. And do you know what I really don't wanna do? I really don't wanna run 10 kilometers right now. I did also just eat a giant bowl of protein oats, and to be honest, I'm not gonna wait an hour because then we'll be here till 8 p.m. So we're just gonna go and run. So the chance of getting a stitch are fairly high. But yeah, on that very positive note, I will see you guys on the run.
So crazy because it's almost like I knew this was gonna be a really bad idea. Oh my God, guys, I'm 2.3 kilometers in, already sweating buckets, literally just inhaling hot air. This is the most humid run I think I've ever done in England, but it is what it is. I'm actually just trying to make up a new running route to make it a little bit more interesting, so might get lost on the way, who knows. Alright guys, so we've hit 5k now, so we've turned around and we're running back home. If you're about to ask me about my pace, please don't. I'm going way too quickly. I just want to get out of the heat, but to be honest, I settled into a bit more now, so hopefully the last 5k will just slow the pace down. Go a little bit slower, catch my breath a little bit, because honestly it is so humid. I'm not gonna lie. In fact, I do not need to lie. Running in the evening is not my vibe. I mean, I'm nearly done now. I've got 0.4 kilometers, but I feel sick. I'm out of breath, I'm tired.
Oh my goodness gracious me. That's what's doing right now. Why is it so hot? It's 8 p.m. It's 24 degrees outside and very humid. Also, my eyebrows were literally dripping down my face. It's now time for a walk. Walkies, come on. You wanna go for a walk? This is also why I did not want to run in the evening, because now I have to take the dog for a walk. Anyway, that is our last run of the week before the big half marathon on Sunday, but good night. See you in the morning for gym session 2 of the week. Do you want to come say hello? Come here. Come on. Hi guys, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, it's a bit too hot for this, isn't it? Right, let's put you down. Right, good morning guys. It is currently Thursday morning. We're gonna head off to the gym to do our full body session. The mics have arrived, so I am gonna try and do a mic'd up session. Hopefully they do work and everything goes well. With these things, there is always some form of technical difficulty. However, I have faith. I did do a practice run and they were okay. So hopefully I will see you in the gym for a mic'd up session. Right, so we are starting today with sumo leg press. We've got 4 sets. We're going to be working down the amount of reps we're doing every single set. So we're going to start with 10, then we're going to go down to 8, then we're going to go down to 6, then we're going to go down to 4. I'm going to load it up with, I haven't done these in a while. I think I'm going to load it up with like 100. And we'll go from there and we'll see what that is. I feel like 100 seems like doable. Okay, so I'm actually petrified that 100 is going to be way too heavy, so I'm going to go in with 50 for a practice set. Okay, yeah. We can definitely double that. Okay. One more. So I waxed about 10 kg off there. I just feel like you probably saw my depth was absolutely fucking shocking. Like that was not a good range of movement from me, and the range of movement is what is going to build the muscle here. So waxed it down with 10. We've got 6 reps to do here. Hopefully get it moving a little bit easier. That just felt heavy. All right, 6. Let's go. Easy. 1. There we go. Last set, 4 reps here, same weight, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm going to try and do these really slow and controlled. Get rid of the evidence. We're going to, look at that lighting, look at that sweaty glow. We're going to be hitting an upper body superset. We're going to be going from shoulder press straight into hammer curls. So 2 exercises back to back. Right, we've got the 10s and then we've got the 6s for the hammer curls. Set wise, we're doing 3 sets of each of these. Rep wise, 8 to 12 on this first set of shoulder press. 3, 2, 1, let's get them up. Easy. 2, nice. 3, 12, done. We're doing 12 to 14 reps here. 1. Here we go. So the burn kicks in. 7, 2 more. 13, 14, smashed it. Done it once, you've done it twice. You can do it a 3rd time, easy. Oh. 2, come on, my arms for allegedly. Up. That is how you know you're training to failure, because that last rep literally made me think my shoulder was going to dislocate. Moving on, nice little burnout with some hammer curls. Again, done it once, done it twice. We can do it a 3rd time. 1, 2, 1 more. We've got this. Pull through. Nice. So we are over at the barbell squat right now. We're going to be doing barbell calf raises. So we're doing 12 to 15 reps here. Right, so right onto the back of the plate. Almost drop your calves down, and the movement is literally that. Just lifting your calves up. 10, 11. Pop this around the bottoms of your feet as opposed to your thighs, which you're probably not used to. You're doing 12 kickbacks per side. 1, 6. Right,
final piece of the puzzle here is single leg reverse deficit lunges. If you don't know what reverse deficit lunges, don't even worry about it. You don't even need to set it up because you're already set up. You need a plate, you need reversing off the plates. It sounds confusing, but it's definitely not. These are actually the devil's work. The thing with deficit lunges that you kind of have to accept is that they are going to make you feel sick. Alright, let's go. 1, 3, easy. 2 more, come on, chest up. Leg, last set, let's go. My arse cheek is on fire.
Hey guys, so sorry, I'm literally in the biggest rush, rushing off to PT right now, but it's Friday, it's PT morning, we're gonna go smash legs. I did kind of watch back some of the audio from yesterday. It's so annoying because I could see that the gym was like, or the microphone was like picking up the audio from the background in the gym, which is really frustrating. I'm gonna try and fix that. Hopefully we won't have that problem today, but anyway, like I said, I'm in a massive rush, so I'll see you guys at PT.
Let's go, 15. Warm up.
Normal.
Yeah, normal. Little second pause at the top of each rep.
Okay.
Holly B and Ricky B.
What a duo. What weight is this?
100.
100, okay. I didn't feel too bad.
More weight then.
Meet new people and I'm nervous. I think like my worst thing is like an awkward silence. So I just think it's better to fill the silence with words, but it's not, because the words that come out aren't good words. Like they're just like stupid things, or like I'll make myself look stupid. Like my brain is like
you do that anyway, to be fair.
What, just
make yourself look stupid. 5 again.
Okay.
Come on. Go on, hips up 2. Oh, you, easy. 3, lock out. 4. 5. Oh. Drive. Hips up. Pull extension.
Are we done?
No, that's the first set.
That's the first one?
Yeah.
How many sets am I doing?
You need 2 more.
I was trying to guess on the way here what car you drive. Because you know, I was just thinking about it, I was like, I don't know what car Rick drives. So I was like, it's going to be black.
It's not black.
Is it not?
No.
BMW?
No. Audi.
Oh, fuck!
Let's go. Stop chatting, fucking distracting me. 3. One last on these. 1 more.
Oh my god.
Right, split squat's your favourite, but we're going to go hard.
Hard?
Yeah.
Oh. 50 kg?
Nah, 45. Right, just do body weight first. Do 10 each side body weight. Just get your knees rolled up a bit.
How many we do?
8. One.
Oh my god, do you
One hold.
crap?
Yeah.
That's my knee.
2. Come on, stronger. Let's go. Good. 3. Drive.
Fuck.
Right, match it. 10. Rhythm. 2. Go, let's work. 3. Perfect. Come on, strong for me. Come on, press. Finish it off. Good shit, bro. 10 as well. Sick.
Fuck.
So you're gonna have to do that again. Sorry.
No. For 8 next time.
No, for 10. Well, we'll see. Then you're gonna do 1 more.
You just turn around and be gone.
We're gonna do the same again. Then he's gonna, instead of getting more weight, he's just gonna drop 1.
Yeah.
And then drop the last one body weight.
Okay.
Do 2 drops. Go double, 1 body weight.
So 3 sets, back to back, essentially is what you're saying.
Yeah, but same weight, innit, bro?
Innit, bro? Wait, so 2, then 1, then none. Can I actually have a refund for that payment I sent you yesterday?
Right, come on.
Okay.
1. Put that working now. Put that in. Let's go. Hold 2. Power up. Strong. Go. 1. 2. 5. Come on. 8 at least. Go. Drop the number. Body weight straight in. Come on. Let's go. 1. Full depth. Nice control. Not too quick. 2. Go. Perfect. 3. Good shit. Let's go. No more there. Get that foot back up. 9. 10. That's 5. 9. Smashed it. Let's go.
Oh my god.
That's horrible, but you did sit.
Still out of breath. How many?
See 10. It's warming up.
That felt heavy.
That's not good. Right, let's go. 3. Just 5.
Okay.
Nice and easy. Keep that posterior pelvic tilt, bring those hips through. Also, I did a handstand yesterday. She made me do a handstand.
Yeah.
Said, let's see how long you do a handstand for out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I did like 4 seconds.
Did you?
I was like,
I don't think I could
whoa.
even get up. Show me.
I was like, that's fucking well impressive.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll probably flip straight over.
Do it.
Depends if we get the kick right.
Hey! I don't even think I'd be able to get up. Handstands with Rick. Oh my god, that was actually very impressive.
That's not me.
I wouldn't even be able
Didn't
to
even
do
know I
one.
fucking did that.
You
Why
should
was that not on camera?
you
That's quite good. Right, concentrate. Let's go. Come on. Stop fucking about.
I've got the kickles now.
Okay, sorry. Nice one. Let's go. Good work. Keep it up. What weight have we done on the knees before?
I think body weight is a good shout here.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, look, I can feel that. Body weight is technically 60 kg because that's what I weigh, so.
Make sure you're hinging over that front leg. Just a little toe tap, push that front leg foot. Nice, hold control at eccentric. PB again, let's go. Last time I did these, it's 12 and a half.
Really?
Yeah, it's about 17 and a half.
Fuck, that was our first session, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Guess I'm just really strong now.
Right, let's go.
Okay, 10.
Yes, sir, that's set. Come on, let's finish them off. Push that heel, push your glute. So let eccentric on the way down. Bottom of your bum.
10. Get me the fuck out of here.
Shit, smash it, as always.
Guys, those sessions absolutely write me off. My legs are roasted and toasted. Like 45 kg split squats, like who is she? Like I never thought I would ever be lifting that heavy. Even like when I was doing like the 100 kg hip thrust, like that wasn't a weight that I could ever rep by myself. I do genuinely think since like seeing Rick once a week, I have seen such a difference because it's the reps that you give up on. So for me, I wouldn't push myself through the final like 3 reps because I'm like, oh my god, it hurts. Whereas with Rick, you've literally got somebody there shouting at you to keep going, and those are the reps that make the difference. I feel like I'm like about to sign the vlog off, but I'm not. We've literally got a whole half marathon to run on Sunday, but I'm actually going to do a check-in with you guys tomorrow morning because I think alongside showing you how I'm training, it'd be good to do like a nice bit of a progress update because I've been on this kind of journey of like fueling myself more and trying to grow a bit more muscle for 5 or 6 weeks now. So we'll do a big check-in and I'll show you guys kind of where we're looking, how things are feeling, strength-wise, all of that kind of stuff tomorrow morning. Hello everyone, it is now Saturday morning. We have done our morning check-in like I promised yesterday. I'm going to do a bit of a progress update with you guys. So this morning I woke up and I did my check-in. I do this once a week. So what I do is I do progress photos, I do measurements, and I do my scale weight. I also do journaling on the side of that. So I want to talk about that first because for me that's the most important measure of progress for me at the moment. When I say journaling, what I do is I will sit down with my journal that I have here and I will write down 3 measures of progress that I'm really proud of in the past week, and those measures of progress have to have nothing to do with my physical appearance. So for example, this week one of mine was I hit a PB in my gym session yesterday with Rick on step ups. Another one was I actually feel really like strong at the moment, which is really nice. Like I posted a flexing video on Instagram yesterday and I never post anything like that, but I felt like, I don't know, like I felt like I looked good and I was like I wanted to share it because I don't really share things like that, and it still feels like unnatural to me, but I obviously am making progress and feeling stronger in my body because I feel confident sharing that. And then the third thing was that I'm really proud of my discipline this week. I feel like I've been super on track with my calories, my macros. I've shown up to every session and I've been training with intention. So I'm not just going to my sessions and kind of going through them. I'm going to my sessions and I'm training and I'm going through every single movement and thinking about that mind to muscle connection and thinking about how it's going to be building my body, because I feel like that's when you really start to see the benefits of weight training, when you actually connect your mind to the session. So those are my 3 measures of progress that I'm really proud of this week. And then after I've done those, I'll prop myself up in front of the fridge. It's always good to use the same plain backdrop because you'll have similar lighting. I did my scale weight and I did my measurements, and let's have a little chin wag about my progress. So I've been on this, I guess, kind of like journey to put back on weight but also build muscle and get stronger and improve my running performance for 6 weeks now. My calories have increased from 2,000 up to 2,500, which is where we're at now. And through these 6 weeks, I can see such a difference. And 6 weeks is not a very long amount of time, so I'm not expecting huge dramatic differences. years. However, I can definitely see differences. I'm seeing so much more definition in my quads. My arms are looking more muscular, which is a big thing for me because I never ever put weight on my arms, and they definitely wouldn't look muscular to anybody else, but just to me they feel and they do look a little bit more muscular. Just for some figures for you, I started this portion of my journey at 60.7 kg and I'm now currently 62.2 kg, which is perfect. I want my scale weight to be increasing. Alongside that, my glute measurement has gone up 4 centimeters over the 6 weeks, which is good. I really want to see some glute growth, so I'm really proud that that is definitely happening. As well as that, like I said, there's non-physical progress that I'm also absolutely loving. I feel like my running performance is the best. I'm definitely lifting the heaviest I've ever lifted, which feels really nice, and it feels nice to be at a point where I'm like, okay, like I am actually properly fueling my body and it's now performing exactly how I want it to. And I'm just excited to see how the next 6 weeks ticks over and what progress I can kind of make over that time, because I just feel like I'm in a super like motivated and dedicated headspace at the moment. Like my fitness goals, my running goals, my gym goals are just at the forefront of my mind, and they are just my focus at the moment. So it's nice to see that everything is moving in a positive direction like I would want it to. But I'm gonna check in with you guys tomorrow for the Great North Run. Good morning, guys, from Newcastle. Good morning from Newcastle. I'm currently in Newcastle, ready to run the Great North Run. Guys, this is the final workout of the week. I am so excited. Like, I don't know what's coming over me. I literally woke up this morning and I was like, I'm sure I'll be nervous when I get there because it's obviously like a big run day. It's a half marathon, but like, I feel like I've just had this, you know me, I love a bit of reflection. I've just had this whole evening and morning of like reflection, because this half marathon this time last year was the most monumental thing I'd ever completed fitness wise. Like, I woke up with extreme like anxiety, pre-race anxiety. I was just so nervous, I couldn't even eat. I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to finish it today. Like, I'm just so scared. And like all of those self-doubt pre-run feelings were literally flooding to the forefront of my brain. But I did it. I ran my first ever half marathon, and 2 hours after running it, I signed up for the Paris Marathon, which I completed earlier this year. And now I'm back at the Great North Run a year later, but I'm actually completing it in a training block for the New York Marathon, which I'm running in 8 weeks, which is just like mind-blowing. And I just guess, like, I don't know, like, why am I getting emotional about it? I honestly, last night I was getting so emotional. I was like, wow, it's just really nice to look back on my journey and just like remember, like, this time last year, this was the most monumental thing, and it still is. A half marathon is still an exceptional achievement, and I'm gonna be so proud of myself crossing that finish line today. But it's also just crazy to see how far I've come. I did just go down to breakfast. I had a bagel, which was probably one of the best bagels I've ever eaten in my life. Like, I wanted to ask them what brand they used because it was sensational. Had a bagel, had a baby croissant, had some orange marmalade, had a coffee. It's probably why I'm literally buzzing. It is only 8:09, so the race doesn't start. I probably won't be running till like 11, and I was like, maybe I've fueled up too early, but we're gonna double fuel today. We're gonna have a double breakfast before, because running at 11 is like a little bit later anyway, and with these things, like, you never really start on the time they say you're gonna start. It takes a long time to queue and then to run. So I did steal some hot water from the breakfast bar, and I'm gonna make myself up some oats. Why am I doing it like that? That was probably the strangest thing I think I've ever done. I would have been there for hours. The coffee high is definitely worn off, and now I'm starting to get the pre-race like jitters. But also, I think for this one, I didn't really like kind of touch on it. Obviously, this is a race day technically, but I'm not racing this. Like, I ran it last year in 2 hours 10, and if I can run it this year in around 2 hours, I'll be really like chuffed with that. Like, it's really not very important. I think for me, like, this is just, it's part of my training plan. Also, it's just like a really fun experience. Like, I didn't want to miss out on doing the Great North Run again, because genuinely, if you haven't done it, this is the best half marathon I've done in terms of like the crowds and cheering people on, and then you finish on the beach. Like, you guys are going to see it all, because I'll film all of it basically as I'm running, because I'm not obviously racing it, so I'll be able to do a little vloggy thing. But yeah, honestly, it's such a fun like run, and people are so nice, and there's so many lovely people here, and hopefully I get to meet some of the girls from the Strong Girl Society doing it, because they would have just completed their half marathon, guys. So this is kind of like the end of the training for them. So for a lot of them, it's going to be their first ever like half marathon. I mean, for a lot of people, it's their first ever half marathon. So yeah, I'm just feeling really excited. Okay, I'm gonna eat my cement, like, honestly. Inevitably, I'm probably gonna have to use the Portaloos, and they're just never a nice situation. I'm really gonna try not to. I'm gonna try and have like a last wee here, and then fingers crossed I don't need to use one on the way, because the lines are big. Also, pauses. Ugh.
Good morning, guys. Come and run a half marathon with me. Guys, I'm gonna have to wee in a bush. Gonna have to wee in a bush. That was my first, hopefully last wild wee experience. 30 miles, 26 kilometers. Let's go. 1 mile down, 12 to go. 2 miles down, 11 to go. 3 miles in, 10 to go. Just hit 4 miles, 9 to go, under 10 already. God. Just hit 5 miles, 8 left to go. 6 miles down, 7 left to go, nearly at the halfway point. Just hit 7 miles, 6 to go. Just hit 8 miles, final 5 to go. That was needed. Just hit mile 9, just hit 10 miles, 3 left to go. God, come on. I just hit 600,000 followers on TikTok as we were running. Woo! Just hit 11 miles, 2 more to go. We have just hit 12 miles. Guys, we are heading down to the finish line. We're nearly at 13 miles. Oh my goodness. Thanks. The Great North Run, round 2, completed.
Guys, I am joining you the morning after the Great North Run. Basically, a little bit of a nightmare getting home yesterday. Like, it honestly was worth the run, and we'll do a whole run debrief, but let me just tell you the story first. So I was very kindly invited to the Great North Run, so they gave me like VIP access, which meant that I got access to a hospitality coach that took you from the Great North Run back into town, which is amazing because there's 60,000 people, I believe, doing the Great North Run. It's the biggest half marathon in Europe, so you can imagine getting out of Newcastle and that area is pretty impossible. So to be given like coach access was amazing. So I finished my run at 1:30. My phone had 6% of charge, very mind. I don't know what happened to it. I think it was where I was like obviously vlogging things. Then I was like, oh, when are the coaches going? And the lady's like, not till 4. So I was like, okay, that's fair enough. They just want to send one load. They obviously have to wait for people to finish. It was free food. I was like, I'm just gonna sit, get a cheeseburger, chill. People watch because I can't go on my phone. It was actually really like fun, people watching, because I got to see everybody like crossing the finish line, and it was just like really wholesome and really nice. As we were walking to the coaches at 4, I'm gonna insert a picture here. It just got a little bit grey. But when I say grey, like it suddenly looked like apocalyptic. Like the sky literally went grey/black, and everybody kind of looked at each other and was like, I have a good feeling about this. Bearing in mind there is still people running at this point, and I just thought, oh my goodness, if it rains it's gonna be horrendous, because that is not what you want to be running in. Like this isn't just like a bit of rain, this looks like it's gonna hammer it down. When I say the heavens opened, the rain that came down, I've never seen anything like that. Like it was torrential. The streets flooded like almost instantly. So if you were running and you finished running in that, I take my hat off to you, because people were soaked through. Like people's t-shirts were soaked. Like you could see people's underwear because they were just so soaked in all of this rain, and it just absolutely hammered it down. Because of the torrential rain, everybody decided to leave the Great North Run at the same time. Also, the metro flooded. So anybody who was trying to get the metro couldn't get the metro, so was then trying to get taxis and Ubers. So 60,000 people were trying to leave one area in cars, and we all basically got gridlocked for about 4 hours. So I was sat on this coach for 4 hours, and I was just sat there and I was like, do you know what, like I'm just so grateful that they organised this, because without the coach I would be sat in the rain on the streets right now. So count your blessings. However, I did kind of have this envisionment of like getting home, sitting down, having a bath, having a takeaway, and I didn't make it back to the car till like 7, and then additional traffic getting home. So I didn't make it home till 10:30 p.m, which is fine. Like I said, it was so worth it for the day, but I am definitely feeling a little bit sleepy, and that's why I didn't check in post run, but it is what it is. So let's talk about the run. Guys, like I said, went into that with absolutely zero expectations. I did end up actually having a bit of a push, and I ran it in 1 hour 55 and 27 minutes, which is very, very close to my PB of 1 hour 53 minutes. So I'm so proud of that run. So this is like the only race that I've ever redone. So it's the only route that I've ever followed exactly 1 year on. It was crazy to me to see the difference in my running and my running ability and my fitness a year on. I just felt so physically fit running that race. It just felt so good. And I remember coming up to mile 9, and last year mile 9 was the hardest for me, because you're not quite over the 10 mark, and there is a hill in the Great North Run at mile 9. And last year, this hill was Mount Kilimanjaro. I literally feel like it was like this. It was so incredibly tough when you've been running for that long anyway, and then you have to go up an incline. It sucks, and it hurt the year before. It actually hurt, and all this year I was going, just remember you've got mile 9 to go. You've got to get to mile 9. Just remember that incline at mile 9, because it's going to be tough. It really honestly didn't even knock the wind out of me this year, and last year it did, and it just goes to show that the consistency and the amount that I've been training has literally paid off. Just like for me, I was like, I can be really proud of that, because that's a testament to the hard work that I've put in over the past year, and it just proves that everything I'm doing is paying off, and that if you are consistent and if you do stick to a plan and if you continue training, you will see results in that way. So yeah, it just felt amazing, and I just had such a good day. Like, I just loved that run, and I met so many amazing girls when I was running, and people were like stopping chatting to me, and it just felt so lovely. Like, it's just the nicest environment, and I'm so proud of everybody that finished. So massive congrats to anybody else that completed their first half marathon, their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth yesterday, because even if it's your first or your seventh half marathon, it's still an incredible achievement. And I've woken up today feeling so proud of myself and so accomplished, and I hope that you guys have as well. But that does complete a week's worth of workouts with me. So 7 more weeks of training until we cross the finish line for the New York Marathon. But hopefully that just gives you guys a nice little insight into the life of a girl trying to run a marathon, but also trying to gain a bit of muscle. And with that, I will see you next week. It's weird because I'm actually jumping straight into filming the next vlog now. So technically I'm going to see you in a second. But for you guys, I will see you next Sunday. So don't forget to like and subscribe.